Hello guys. Welcome to Flash Animeverse, where anime comes to life. Ready to dive in the world of adventures, unforgettable stories, and all the anime you crave. In this video, we are going to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen. The episode begins with a mysterious, dark scene where a high school student named Yuji Itadori is tied to a chair in an ominous room. And in front of him is a powerful sorcerer Satoru Gojo. Satoru Gojo discuss Yuji's fate. It's revealed that Yuji is about to be executed, and Gojo asks if he has any last words. This scene sets up the mystery and stakes of the series before flashing back to explain how Yuji got into this situation. The story then shifts to Yuji's everyday life. Megumi, a jujutsu sorcerer searching for a curse object at Yuji's school. But the object is not there. Now Megumi look for the person who took the curse object. Yuji's a high school student with exceptional athletic abilities, but he chooses to join the occult research club instead of any sports teams. He spends his time with his friends Sasaki and Iguchi, and together they explore supernatural phenomena. Megumi senses curse object presence on Yuji. Yuji's peaceful life takes a dramatic turn when his grandfather, his only family, passes away in the hospital. Before he dies, Yuji's grandfather imparts important advice to him. "You're a strong kid, so help others." This statement deeply affects Yuji and serves as a guiding principle throughout the series. After his grandfather's death, Yuji's life was going to take turns. He meets Megumi Fushiguro, a jujutsu sorcerer. Megumi tells Yuji to hand over the curse object. Unbeknownst to Yuji and his friends, the object they've found is an incredibly powerful and dangerous cursed item. Yuji tells Megumi his friends have the curse object. The finger of Ryaman Sukuna, a legendary and malevolent curse. When Sasaki and Iguchi unseal the cursed object, they inadvertently release a wave of cursed energy that attracts malevolent spirits to their school. Megumi and Yuji run to save his friends. They arrive at the school. Yuji saves his friends. Megumi kills the cursed monster, but there's another monster. He is overwhelmed by the power of the cursed spirit. In a desperate attempt to save his friends, Yuji consumes the cursed finger, hoping it will grant him the strength to fight the spirits. To everyone's shock, Yuji not only survives but also becomes the vessel for Sukuna. He defeats the monster in a single attack. Sukuna, one of the most powerful curses in history. Despite Sukuna's attempts to take control of Yuji's body, Yuji manages to suppress him. Megumi is confused if he is Yuji or Sukuna. But before he do anything, Satoru Gojo arrives to assess Yuji's situation. Gojo asks Yuji to switch to Sukuna to fight him. In an instant, Yuji switched to Sukuna. He attacked Gojo, but he dodged it. Sukuna attacked Gojo, but he evades all of Sukuna's strikes easily. Gojo hits Sukuna. After that, Yuji regains controls over his body. Gojo is intrigued by Yuji's ability to contain Sukuna and decides to take him to the Tokyo Metropolitan Magic Technical College, where Yuji can learn about jujutsu sorcery. The scene opens with Yuji and Satoru Gojo having a conversation in a room after the battle against the curses. Gojo tells Yuji about the fingers of Sukuna. Gojo explains that Yuji has become the vessel of Ryaman Sukuna, the king of curses, and that he is now a target of both jujutsu sorcerers and cursed spirits. Gojo reveals that there are 20 cursed fingers of Sukuna, and Yuji's body must consume all of them before they can properly exorcise Sukuna. Yuji is given two choices: either be executed now or help gather all of Sukuna's fingers and be executed later. Yuji, remembering his grandfather's final words, deciding that he will help capture all of Sukuna's fingers. Gojo gives Yuji Sukuna's second finger. Yuji swallows the finger and controls his body. Gojo is amazed that for 1,000 years no one was able to control Sukuna. Gojo then takes Yuji to the Tokyo Metropolitan Magic Technical College. While walking, Gojo explained to Yuji about Sukuna, that he is the god of curses. There he meets the principal, Mazumichi Yaga. The principal tests Yuji by sending cursed dolls to attack him, making sure Yuji is serious about joining the school. Through this test, Yuji demonstrates his determination, stating that he will fight for others and not let anyone die because of curses. He passed the test. Gojo takes Yuji to his dorm and Yuji is happy. They exit the dorm and find Megumi next door. Megumi is disappointed to see Yuji living next to him. Gojo reveals that the three of them are going to pick a first-year student, Nobara Kujisaki. Yuji and Megumi wait to meet her. Gojo arrives and compliment on Yuji's uniform, saying he customized Yuji's uniform. As they find her, they saw her grabbing a man. Gojo calls out to her. She put her things in the coin locker and introduces herself as Nobara Kujisaki. Yuji and Megumi introduces themselves, but Nobara is unimpressed by them. Gojo tells them that we are going on a tour to Tokyo. But Gojo brings them to an abandoned building to clear the curse. Both of them yell at Gojo. Gojo gives Yuji a curse energy weapon. Yuji and Nobara head inside the building. Nobara is a brash and confident sorcerer. She orders Yuji to go down, but Yuji refuses. She kicks Yuji and go upstairs. Yuji is suddenly ambushed from above by a cursed spirit. He reflexes quickly and slices the curse with cursed tool. Nobara ends up in a room of mannequin which are curses. Nobara uses her straw doll technique to fight the curse, which involves using nails and a hammer forcing the curse to reveal itself. Nobara discovers a small boy hiding. She tells the boy to come out, but the boy refuses. Instantly a curse came out and hostage the boy. Nobara surrenders to protect the boy, but the curse still wanted to kill the boy. Suddenly, Yuji breaks in through the rear wall and cuts off the arm of the curse. The curse tried to get away, but Nobara uses her straw doll technique on the severed arm to exorcise the curse. Nobara asks Yuji how he broke through the wall. After that, Gojo and Megumi take the boy home. Gojo offers them dinner as reward. The scene ends with the team returning to the school, reflecting on the mission, and developing their bonds as teammates. Kiyotaka and Ijichi bring the trio at the scene, a detention center that has been taken over by a powerful curse. They need to rescue any survivors inside. Megumi summons his divine dog to warn about curse approach. As they step inside, they are immediately confronted with the warped reality of the building. The once normal structure is now a twisted labyrinth of distorted hallways, making it difficult for the group to navigate. Yuji finds a dead body named Tadashi. He wants to bring his body back outside, but Megumi refuses. Nobara begins yelling at them, but suddenly dragged under the floor by a curse. Megumi finds the divine dog dead. The two of them eventually comes face to face with the special grade curse, and it is immediately clear that this is no ordinary opponent. Yuji tries to attack with his knife, but the demon cuts his hand off. Yuji sends Megumi to rescue Nobara and signal him so he can switch with Sukuna. Nobara is surrounded by many curses. Here Yuji is brutally beaten by the demon's cursed attacks. Yuji tries to hold the energy attacks, but he's simply too weak. Megumi rescues Nobara and gives signal to Yuji. Now Sukuna takes control of Yuji's body. As soon as Sukuna takes control, the atmosphere shifts dramatically. The special grade curse is dwarfed by Sukuna's overwhelming presence. With a mere flick of his hand, Sukuna obliterates the curse, showcasing the terrifying extent of his power. Sukuna attacked the cursed spirit and cut his legs and arms off, but the curse healed his injuries. Now Sukuna showed the real jujutsu and instantly sliced the curse into pieces. Then Sukuna takes his finger back. Sukuna tells Yuji to switch, but Yuji doesn't respond. Sukuna lets out a deviously evil grin, knowing Yuji isn't switching to control his body. Megumi waiting outside for Yuji as the curse has disappeared. Suddenly Sukuna arrives and tells him that Yuji's not coming back. Sukuna tells Megumi that Yuji can't switch yet and to prevent that he pulls Yuji's heart out. Sukuna eats another finger to strengthen his control. They are ready to fight. Megumi begins by summoning Nu. But Sukuna simply toys with him until Megumi brings Orochi that lifts Sukuna in air and Nu attack him repeatedly. Sukuna destroys the Orochi and throws Megumi around using his power. Sukuna is impressed by Megumi's techniques. Megumi tells that he saved Yuji just because he didn't want a good person die. Yuji takes back control of his body. Yuji succumbs to his wounds and tells his friends to live a long life and die. In Tokyo, four mysterious figures walk among other peoples. Meanwhile, Gojo meets with Ijichi in the school morgue. Gojo believes that Yuji was intentionally killed by higher-ups and threatens to kill all of them. Saddened by Yuji's death, Megumi and Nobara sit on stairs together. Suddenly some second-year jujutsu students arrive and see them in despair. Panda apologizes about his colleagues' behavior and asks them to participate in Kyoto's sister school goodwill event. Both agrees to participate to get stronger. In the meeting between sorcerer and cursed spirits, they've come to ask how to defeat the jujutsu sorcerers. He tells them that they need Sukuna to fight Satoru Gojo. The curses believe Yuji is not dead and Sukuna is somewhere inside Yuji's body. Thought to be dead, Yuji's mind is still intact with Sukuna. Yuji begins fighting against Sukuna but is quickly overwhelmed. Sukuna explains that this is not afterlife and is Sukuna's mind. Sukuna wants a deal with Yuji and asks for two conditions. The first is whenever Sukuna uses a key phrase, Yuji lends his body for 1 minute, and the second is to forget about this conversation. Yuji refuses to lend his body but Sukuna promises not to hurt anyone. Sukuna demands to fight, if Yuji wins he will bring him back to life without conditions. As Yuji agrees, Sukuna instantly cut his head off. Gojo recognizes he has a bad attitude and being a teacher isn't exactly his style. Gojo has a dream of raising sorcerers, to train them strong. Yuji had potential, so Gojo feels the loss. Just as Shoko was about to dissect his body, Yuji comes back to life. Gojo is happy to see Yuji alive and high-fives with him. Gojo asks Shoko to leave Yuji as dead and Gojo plans to train Yuji privately. At diner, one of the waiter presents cursed spirits. The waiter quit his job, fleeing instantly. Sugurageto recommend using special grade cursed object, prison realm to fight Gojo. Jogo gets excited and heat up. The diner boss greet Geto but instantly catches on fire. Within seconds everyone in the diner catches fire and perishes. Elsewhere, Megumi visit Tadashi's mother and apologize that he was unable to save him, and give his name tag that he was able to take. Megumi arrives to train with the other students. They are going to train in close combat. Gojo train Yuji to control his cursed energy. Gojo uses two cans to explain the difference between cursed energy and cursed technique. Yuji believes he's about to learn a good cursed technique but Gojo tells him he can't learn the cursed technique. Yuji is discouraged that he won't be able to access 80% of a normal sorcerer's skill set. Gojo tells Yuji to channel his cursed energy into his fists and punch Gojo, but he can't bring it. Gojo trains Yuji to control his cursed energy. In order to teach him, Gojo tells Yuji to watch films and give him a cursed doll. If Yuji doesn't calm the cursed corpse with energy, it will attack him. His goal is to maintain steady flow of cursed energy. He gets distracted by drinking soda, causing the doll to punch him. Ijichi drives Gojo to meet the Kyoto Jujutsu High Principal. However, Gojo notices a disturbance and gets out of the car, and let Ijichi drive off alone. Gojo waits in the middle of the road until Jogo crashes down close to him. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more anime content. Follow me on Instagram. See you next time.